Scorpio has two functions. It's either removing a thorn or it's applying acupuncture. It's either removing something that's poking you or it's poking you in a particular place to help the nervous system relax. Those are Scorpio's two functions. If you have either a stellium in Scorpio or a lot of planets in the eighth house, then what I want to communicate to you today is that your absence and your silence is extremely transformative to other people, way more than you think. Because Scorpio does not remove the thorn with another thorn, right? That's like confusing acupuncture and removing the thorn. Scorpio understands that there are two ways to remove a unwanted thorn that's poking. The first way is with, tweezers. Really getting in there. But that requires the other person's consent and relaxation. They have to know that that's what you're doing. If you're just going to take your tweezers and just try to sneakily take the thorn out, that's not a good idea. Like, try doing that to a bear. You need to either like sedate the bear or you need to have consent with another human in order to take their thorn out. Same thing with acupuncture. You need their consent. You need agreement. Otherwise, again, try to do acupuncture to a bear. But Scorpio knows there are two ways to remove a thorn. The first way is through tweezers with consent. The second way, if you can't get consent, is Scorpio understands that the body will push out the thorn by itself. The body doesn't like foreign bodies in the system. And Scorpio can wait forever for this thorn to come out naturally. But what you don't want to do, if you do have consent, you don't want to try to use acupuncture to try to take the thorn out. In other words, you don't want to try to remove a thorn with another thorn. Now, the mantra of Scorpio, and this is like my favorite quote ever, is water, the element water, is aggressively passive because it'll do anything to be at rest. So the whole point of either delivering a thorn or removing a thorn is to get the nervous system to relax. It wants to be at rest. Now, how does a Scorpio know what the blue hell to do? It doesn't know. It knows because it feels. It doesn't intellectually understand. So when you don't feel like saying anything, but you maybe feel like you have to or there's pressure for you to say something, the exalted Scorpio is really going to trust themselves even amidst the pressure. Because Scorpio knows that it needs a complete circuit in order for things to start flowing. Like, have you ever been around somebody and literally like you just feel like you can't talk, like the words aren't flowing? It has nothing to do with you. It's their level of openness, their level of consent. Because essentially what they're saying when you don't want to say something to them is they're saying energetically, I'm not ready to receive what you have to share. And then have you noticed on the other side, you're with somebody and it's just like all the information that you know is flowing out in the most beautiful, magical way. It's not because you're just having a good fucking hair day. It's because this person is open, has energetically consented to the acupuncture that you're willing to deliver, or, they're still enough to where you can take the tweezers and remove the thorn. Because Scorpio is a healer. It wants to remove the blocks in the nervous system that are keeping the flow. So you need to really trust yourself as somebody with a lot of Scorpio energy, because that internal instinct, yes or no, nuh-uh, that's really important. That guttural nuh-uh, especially if you're like a Scorpio moon, that is going to be extremely telling for you. And the more you trust that, the easier it will be to trust that. Because essentially what you're doing is you're developing consent with yourself. The more consent you have with yourself, the more other people are going to register your acupuncture as safe. Because the last thing you want to do is go to a haphazard acupuncturist.